is George from Florida Parks After Dark. We are on Disney property for one very, very, very special reason. Those who are on our channel know that we adore Disney Transportation, specifically the newly character-wrapped buses. And so we have put many a video out about the wrap buses. We have filmed them, we have caught them, we've got them going to the parks and to the McDonald's and all that. But one of the things that happens in the Disney world is they put out new character-wrapped buses. And at Florida Parks After Dark, there's a lot of conjecture about what would be the next bus. Tiana was the most recent one until now, and we were guessing what would be after Tiana. Tiana came out because they have the new ride, and so it's a way to celebrate and then publicize the new ride. So we were like, all right, what would be next? Well, it has happened. It has come out. The new bus is here, and we are on a hunt. Today is the hunt. It is the new white whale. For those who've been on our channel before, Zootopia was a new bus that came out, was our white whale. It took us 3 weeks to find that bus. Because what they do is the new buses come out, maybe 2, 3 of them. And it's a big, lot of square footage, square miles to find this bus. And they're moving while you're moving. So it's really luck of the draw. So let's cut to the chase. Let's tell you the news. The newest bus is 101 Dalmatians. 101 Dalmatians is a new bus. We have seen glimpses of the bus. We have not been next to the bus. We have no video of the bus, but it's out there and it is awesome. So this morning we're on Disney property. Traffic is low, good for us. And we are going to be taking a puppy hunt. Yes, it is a 101 Dalmatian puppy hunt. So we are literally going to drive and take a scenic loop through Disney. Eyes up the whole time looking for buses, specifically 101 Dalmatian buses. So how to get where to go and all those things are all guesswork. So what I'm going to do this morning, because you think of where the concentration of buses are. They're going to be near resort areas, and they're going to be near Disney Springs. So we're going to take this little back loop to Disney Springs, which is going to pass a number of good resorts. As we get back out towards Epcot, and then we loop straight into Disney Springs. Huge buses in Disney Springs. We loop around Disney Springs. And my guess, friends, my belief, my hope, my soul tells me we will find us 101 Dalmatians. We will capture this, and you and I together will be victorious. And the shame is once we find this bus and see it for the first time, we'll then see it every day for 2 weeks, because that's just how it works. It takes forever to find them, but then once you find them, you see them everywhere. So it is by far one of those elements that Disney does that is mind-blowing, because it is subtle, and it's a way for them to kind of bury the ugliness of big buses to transport people behind the characters that we know and love. So it was whoever came with that idea, Disney Transportation, we applaud you. So we're gonna make the turn now. This is down at the ESPN Sports Zone, and actually it's funny, Avatar bus just turned. And then as we go down through here, we're gonna go through Art of Animation, Pop Century, and then we'll make a turn towards Riviera. So there's a bunch of resorts. Now it's morning. The main rush to get to the parks are already in. But between you and I, friends, I'm feeling puppies today. So here's the Art of Animation, by far one of the best resorts. We have a real extensive video on that resort. We've stayed there a number of times, and it is just a great, they say it's an economy or moderate resort, man, but they really bring their A game to that place. The lands and the detail is just really top notch. And what's great about Art of Animation, this is my little segue, is Art of Animation connects with Pop Century, which is the next resort right next door. there's actually a walkway that connects the two. And in the middle of that walkway is the Skyliner hub. So when you stay at one or the other, it is really not that difficult to walk to the other without having a lot of exhaustion. And Pop Century obviously is your economy resort. Really a nice resort. I mean, A+ on this resort. Each of their lands, because they have different sections of places to stay, rooms, is based on different centuries. Excuse me. So it is really a neat resort. Where's that? I'm gonna jump over. I'm trying to position for best bus range. Oh, there's the Skyliner. Top of that Skyliner hub, there's a Skyliner that comes out of that area. Now, this is Caribbean Beach. Caribbean Beach is now you're moving up from kind of the economy to the moderate. And Caribbean Beach is a very, very large resort. Each of their little groups of housing is just based on islands in the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean, you got Caribbean Beach. It just works. So far, I am underwhelmed by the number of buses we've seen. I'm expecting any minute to have a bumper crop. But there's a great view of the skyline right there. And here, there goes Mickey bus. Alright, here goes a minivan. And a Daisy bus. I'll turn a little bit so you guys can see as it comes through. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. There goes Donald. It wasn't Daisy, it was Donald. So I got a little bit of a cough. The Skyliner are wrapped just like the buses. So each Skyliner little car, little ski chalet car, has a different character wrap. That's really just it's that subtle stuff. Disney just does better than I would say any park there is. All right. So here's Chip. There's the Chip bus. Right here is Riviera Resort. Beautiful Parisian French-inspired resort. It's awesome. It's a beautiful resort. It's elegant. It's definitely over the top. For a deluxe resort, it is on the small side. And a little tidbit, it is actually on what was once Caribbean Beach property. And there is a road now that you can connect. You can go round from Riviera to Caribbean Beach. You never have to come back out and go back to a different security, so it's kind of cool. So, okay. Now, let's get out of this lane, because this is not the bus lane. The bus viewing lane is all over here. There goes a minibus. Now this is the first week of August, and it's a Saturday, and it's an odd week here because it feels not as busy. I think there's concentrations of people, but I don't think it's incredibly busy. For Saturday morning at this time, you would think the traffic would be much worse. So that tells you a lot. All right, now, long story short, here we go. We are now driving directly at Disney Springs. We will literally do a loop to Disney Springs. And at night, which is probably where we may end up getting the luckiest, there's hundreds of buses as they move people out of Disney Springs or into Disney Springs. And the characters are everywhere. But again, I feel puppies. So, 10 minutes in, I still feel puppies. Make a left here at this light. Old Key West is down there. Saratoga Springs is down there. And there's a nice little sneaky squirrel way to get over to Epcot. Easy peasy that way too. So. I say this in most driving vlogs, and I'll say it again. Disney World feels enormous. And yet, if you're willing to drive less than 15 minutes, you can get from any side of the park to the other side of the park without too much trouble. We started our journey back at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and we're already 10 minutes in and we're at Disney Springs, and I was not pressing this. So I hold that to be true, that this is built well to transport you from point A to point B very quickly, very cleanly. So do not be intimidated. If you're coming and you're on the fence about renting a car, I would tell you, don't be intimidated. Rent a car. Rent the car. You have a lot more control at that point. Now, if it's an expense issue, Disney does a great job with buses and monorails and Skyliners to get you from point A to point B. A lot of the hotels have shuttles. So there's a lot of ways to do things, but if you have a car, it's just fast. It is morning, and so it is coffee time. Okay, we got buses coming up here to our left. Pivot. So here's what you're gonna start seeing. There goes your Peter Pan bus, Guardians, and Ratatouille. Now that's 3 solid buses. Okay. Hope is coming back. Hope is coming back. I love Disney Springs. Disney Springs, for those who have not been here, is a multi-day event if you were to come here. It is a group of stores and restaurants and bars that are second to none, and they are so big. Wait, what bus we got here? We're second, which is just so big. Okay, there's Simba, Lion King. That you could not do this whole thing in one day. Even if you tried, even if you wanted to for whatever reason, you couldn't do it. So it is a 2-day event without a doubt, possibly 3. There's just so many gems buried into there, so many unique experiences you will find nowhere else. Okay, now we're gonna make a U-turn here. Going any farther does not end up getting you into the world of buses. It takes you out of it. So we'll loop back around, try to catch buses coming out of Disney Springs, and go forward. But back to Disney Springs. So there's just so many little, they're big things like World of Disney. The largest Disney merchandise store in the world is here. So that's huge. They have a massive Lego store. They have T-Rex, and they have the Rainforest Cafes for themed dining for babies, for your kids. But they also have tons of little places to grab a bite. They have a balloon that goes up so you can see the area, the aerofoil. It's amazing. I can go on and on and on. This is a place just to come and be. We have a walking. One morning I came, it was Monday morning. Oh, there goes Daisy, straight ahead of us. And Donald's cousin over. And I just walked it. And wasn't really going in and out of stores as much, I just walked it. It was fantastic to stroll. Alright. Now to our right, I can't get in there, I would, is the bus loop. So I'm peeking as we're driving in case I see puppies. I figure out how to get around them. There's this Zootopia bus, and there's an Incredible bus, and there's a red light that I should stop at. That goes Goofy and Orangeburg. It's funny, one day, and I don't know, we did a challenge. We wanted to find how many buses we could find. So my partners in crime, my 2 daughters, and I drove Disney property to count buses. And it literally, we stopped seeing buses. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But it was fun. We got a good challenge out of it. We ended up being successful. It was a very funny time. There goes Frozen. We've seen a lot of buses, guys. Just have not seen the puppies. There's Daisy. Alright. It's got a little Disney music instrumental playing in the background. In the Florida Parks After Dark household, you will hear more times than not out of our Alexa Disney music. Just we're fanatical. Dalmatian bus, doing some sensor with the bus. There's Encanto. Is white. You would expect that, right? So it is Donald again. So what we're gonna do, friends, is we're gonna take a different route back, trying to maximize the opportunity to see the puppies. Okay, now, real quick, this is the dog here. We may not. I want you guys to see this. So there goes a Tiana bus. I got another Tiana bus ahead of us. So right there's Tiana. We're gonna turn. There's the Tiana bus. It's a great bus. Behind the Tiana bus is a Ratatouille bus. This is a fantastic bus as well. Tiana, it was before the puppies was the most recent one they released. Me to say that. So okay. Alright. Keeping our eyes up and keep listening. We're gonna make a left here and head not towards Epcot per se, but kind of head over towards the main thing. Now ahead of us great wrap bus. I believe. I forgot who it is. Oh, it's Simba. So right ahead of us, in front of this other white car, is Simba, the Lion King. What's great about the bus is if you look at the back, it tells you where it's going. It's going to Animal Kingdom Lodge. Watch, here you go. Watch the side. There he is. There's Simba, right? Okay. Oh. Now I will tell you, we have been on bus hunts, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, the bus we're hunting for pulls up next to us. We didn't even know. So that happens. Making our way across. Okay. Right now we're passing the Epcot parking lot. Is directly to our left. There's an exit here. You kind of go around, go onto the highway here, the road here, and you cut right into Epcot. We're not going to do that because obviously then we're in a park. Unless you're going to go in the bus loop, that's about the end of your drive. So I'm going to keep going straight. But it's always fun to see the Epcot ball. There's our wonderful purple and red signs, which the transferring to blue was ill-fated. Other thing, when you're driving on Disney property, use your phone for directions, but don't be shy to drive around. It's they do a real nice job. The signage is solid, and you can get point to point, but if you just relax into it, it's not terrible. It is very well laid out. So we're gonna go back out towards Ocala Parkway, which is a road that goes kind of past some of the Epcot resorts and goes out. We're gonna try to figure out if we can find this. Puppies, I haven't found them yet. God, this is white, but it's not a puppy bus. It's just a plain bus. Thoroughfare. This is actually Royal Drive, going away from Walt Disney, Magic Kingdom. So if there were puppies, they'd probably be on the other side of the road coming in. So we'll have to keep an eye out. Maybe a dozen different kind of buses, but no puppies. There goes Daisy again. A lot of daisies today. There's Peter Pan just turning off. Jumping back off, going back towards Animal Kingdom Lodge where we started. Because the All-Star Resort areas are down here, 3 separate resorts down here, not counting Animal Kingdom Lodge and the park. You get a lot of buses down here, so keep our fingers crossed. Bus coming, I think, on the left. Yep, there's a big guy on the Facebook right there. Alright, kind of keep the angle a little bit so you guys can see what's coming. All right here at this exit, right there to our left, underneath the highway, there is the only McDonald's in all of Walt Disney World. And it is huge, and it is solar. So it is definitely a sustainable power. They use that solar for a lot. There goes Dumbo Bus. Dumbo Bus is one of my favorites. I love Dumbo. But yeah, so that McDonald's is interesting. You go in and there's a lot of kiosks, not a lot of staff, and it's all solar powered. It's kind of cool. Looks like the line getting Animal Kingdom today is pretty chunky. Maybe it isn't a slow Saturday, but That's the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Just turn so you guys get a chance to see that. There's the gates for Animal Kingdom. Great park. It is by far one of the least appreciated parks because everybody thinks it's so far away. If you remember what we talked about earlier, less than 15 minutes to get anywhere. 25 minutes we drove the entire property, end to end, back to front, and it's 25 minutes. So don't ignore parks as good as Animal Kingdom because it feels far away. It's an amazing park. Okay. We're coming to our last hope. I'm even peeking down at the bus of the Animal Kingdom to see if it's down there. It's not. Alright guys, I am sorry to say we are unsuccessful in finding the puppies. We will continue. It is our new white whale. There's a new hunt for the new one. So, it's George Florida Parks After Dark. You guys like this video, subscribe to our channel, let us keep growing, and we're going to find those puppies. You guys take care of a fantastic